Are we on? Is that looking all right?
Yeah.
Was this 33?
Episode 30. I just looked. That's the only reason I know.
That sounds right.
So.
Okay. Here we are. Oh,
are you hitting record? Did you hear?
It's recording.
Oh, nice.
Here we are. Episode
33.
33.
Down the Cabana Hole.
Down the Cabana Hole with Devin and Dana.
Yes.
And Dana, as you can tell, I could sing bass tonight because I got some kind of a cold. Thank you, Alice. Because that's who I got it from.
Oh.
Driving her around in Michigan.
Yeah.
With
well,
her.
you know, that's what happens when you're a world traveler.
That's not the world. It's Michigan, man.
Well, still.
All right.
All right. Tonight's episode
is sponsored by
Whistle Pig.
Ooh, wait. Ooh.
This is not the bottle. This is not the bottle that I bought there, but I got these glasses, Whistle Pig glasses. Oh yeah, look at that.
See that?
Whistle Pig. And I got this little piggy that you can add smoke to your glass. So we're gonna do that tonight. I've been wanting to do this. So
okay.
That was a nice cork pop. So I'll do yours first, sir.
Oh, why? Thank you.
We'll do a hefty pour
For hefty guy.
hefty guy.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, take it to the camera. Take it to the camera.
Look at that smoke. It's just sitting in there.
Oh,
Look
nice. Nice.
And there you go. So
now hurry up and do yours.
Okay, hurry.
Yeah, I got mine trapped in there.
All right.
Nice little burner there. Don't burn up your pig. You're just supposed to burn the stuff that's in there, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Mmm. Should clear my sinuses tonight.
That's a little extra smoky. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't know if it tastes any different, but
I
it's
wish
fun.
it could stay in there longer.
Well, let me add some more here.
You know what it could do
Oh, I put too much in there.
Sometime we'll have to do a little experiment with dry ice.
Oh, do you want to drink that though?
What? It's fine. And what it does is it bubbles it like it's a mad scientist test tube thing. Yeah. Oh man, I can go deep. I feel like I should get a cigar, but right now I don't think that would be good for me. Actually, it's never good for you.
Well, you know, what can you do?
What can I do? Did you want a little snacky poo as well?
Sure.
I love tempting my diabetic friend.
Look at that. It's so...
It smells nice.
It does.
Like a little campfire in a glass. Cheers. I got a chunk of something.
You got a chunk of something?
Yeah. I don't know what.
So,
a chunk of something.
So, International Court.
I got blue?
I'll take a blue this time. The old International Court.
Because, you know, the United Nations is filled
No,
with
that's
stellar
not the
individuals.
United Nations.
Oh, that's right.
It's the International Criminal Court.
Right.
Right.
See.
They said Hamas and Israel are the same.
Of course.
They're the same.
Yeah. It's kind of like me and my wife. We're the same.
Are you both dudes?
Nope. And one of us rules and the other one does not.
Yes, your last Happy Friday video showed who that was. That was an excellent Happy Friday.
Oh, I thank you. Thank you, sir.
That's probably one of your best. From a satire perspective, right?
I've had a few good ones. You know what I'm thinking about doing?
Know.
I'm going to dig up that video that we did that YouTube canceled. Because I'm kind of wanting to see if they would cancel it again or just instead load it directly onto like Facebook or X. X won't cancel it. Oh,
Yeah, we should talk about it here, and then you should play it.
Yeah. So,
Because it was funny.
yeah, it was.
It was funny.
But they said it was medical misinformation. Like I was a
You mean
serious doctor.
You mean like Tuskegee?
Wow. Hardcore, man. Okay. So, I haven't even started this.
We should all trust the government with our medical information because Tuskegee was awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard somebody talking about that today. That's why I feel smart.
I do know what you're talking about,
Of course.
but it did not involve me, partly because I wasn't born.
Well, and your wife.
That was the other one I was going to mention.
You're a bit pale. To be
A bit pale.
experimented on by the U.S. government.
So, I got a couple things.
Okay.
As you know, I was traveling recently,
Yes.
and I thought it'd be good to just bring some helpful tips.
Oh.
You know, a few tips. I was going to do a top 10, but I've been so busy I didn't do that. So instead, we began the excursion in Vermont.
Okay.
Well, we flew into Boston, and I didn't go to that restaurant.
Lame.
You wanted me to.
Lame. You're missing out.
In Vermont.
Okay.
In Vermont. Couple lessons learned. One is McLoman's. Gosh, he would kill me. I always want to say McLoman's because it's A-O-M, but it's Scottish.
Yeah.
McLoman's Scottish pub in Chester, Vermont.
Okay.
Excellent place. And here's the thing. And this goes across the board about any kind of a bar. Obviously, it's a Scottish bar. It's not a tiki bar.
Okay.
But it's a tiki bar in this sense. Tiki is always over the top. Well, this isn't so much over the top, but the point is, as soon as you walk through those doors, the outside world is gone. You're no longer in Vermont. You are in Scotland. One time I almost asked if they take American. Because you just feel like you're there, man. All the stuff in there. And of course, you know, Alan, with his Scottish accent, you know.
Nice.
I don't know how to do that, and fortunately he's not watching this. But man, that's what I like in so many different establishments I've been to. One of them that stands out to me, New York, Chelsea area in New York. There's a place called the Trailer Trash Bar and Grill. It's dynamite. It's total white trailer trash. It is so cool.
In Delaware? Maybe Delaware? We ate at this restaurant, and the back area was set up like a legit trailer park. They had like cut in half trailers.
Oh yeah.
And it was all white trash, and you could buy like fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, like.
Yep.
But it was amazing.
Oh yeah.
It was
and the
so
food here
cool.
was good. The margaritas were good.
So cool.
It had we sat at this one table where it's like you're at a bowling alley. It's got the little deal where the ball rolls back up in there, and that's where your table is, and it's genuine bowling seats. Well, McLoman's is like that in the sense that you're no longer in the outside world, and an establishment, a bar, a place like that, it's all about escapism.
So the lesson is, when you're traveling, look for those places.
Look for those places.
That's a good lesson.
And the other one was, I was reminded of Belhaven, Wee Heavy Scottish ale that he gets imported from Scotland. I went to the brewery when I was over there last year. I forgot how good that beer is. Belhaven, Wee Heavy. And if you drink enough, you'll Wee Heavy.
When you find it, we'll have to pop a couple open on this show.
I haven't been able to find it.
I know, when you do. I mean, we only have a few weeks left.
Oh man, pressure's on.
Or you will have to wait till I return.
So there's the first little bit of advice. Then we went up to Niagara. Stay on the Canadian side. if you're going to go to Niagara Falls,
Everything's better in Canada, eh?
well, in this situation it is. The only thing is, you don't want to call the falls she, because you'll get arrested in Canada. If you use that pronoun. You gotta watch. It's all about. You can get arrested in Canada if you use the wrong pronoun. So don't say she's beautiful. Just say they them is beautiful.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, on the Canadian side, it's dynamite.
All right.
And then overall on our trip, because we went to Michigan as well.
Okay.
Dining. What? Am I boring you?
No.
Obviously, whenever you travel, when we were there, I was kind of entering my receipts, on my Quicken, and
because you were writing it off.
No.
You use Quicken for your personal books?
Well, no, because my QuickBooks with my business records everything, but I wasn't writing it off. I wasn't. But I record all of my expenses because Julie and I like to know what we spend on what.
I have a spreadsheet for that.
Well, and on restaurants, I'm typing it in. You got $80, $60, $100, $13. I'm telling you, if you want to bring your averages down,
go to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Nice.
The food is not bad. It is not.
Well, don't get me wrong. I love Taco Bell, but
it's not highbrow, I'll admit.
It's not good.
But I just cracked up as I'm typing in these prices on these restaurants, and we're just spending tons of money, and then all of a sudden, $13. So and that was a full meal for the two of us.
I'm planning the trip to and back to Hoona, right? So we're driving through Canada and Skagway and taking the ferries, and so we're going over the restaurants because I like to put the restaurant of the day on our daily itinerary. And so, we're picking all these restaurants that, are like $25 Canadian a person, right? Which is still like $17. But still, it's like, okay, well, we budgeted like $100 a day for 4 people. So,
4 people.
Then we're in St. George one night, and we're looking at the restaurants, and there's an A&W there, right? And I'm like, well, honey, you love A&W. We don't really have any here. Like, one. There's like one.
There's 2.
Is there 2?
Yeah,
well,
one in Beaverton and one in Sherwood.
Well, there's one in Hillsboro.
3.
Where's the one in Beaverton?
Over there, Canyon Road, not Canyon. Beaverton Hillsdale Highway.
A&W?
Yeah, they're always A&W and KFC combination.
Oh. Anyways, Christina was
like, digression.
Let's do it. Let's go to A&W. I'm like, well, that'll bring the average down.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about, no, we spent X amount per meal. That $13 really helped.
Yeah.
And finally, the last little lesson learned. Do not, when you return your car rental, do not lock it.
Don't leave your laptop in it either, Dana.
Because, I left my laptop in it. Well,
did you get it back yet?
Alice said she was so sick all week long that she at least picked it up.
Okay.
But she hadn't mailed it yet. But she has mailed it now, and Alice has also delivered this to me.
Yeah.
But I was feeling fine just a couple of days ago, and then finally it just caught up to me. And I think it was when I breathed in all that rope stuff when I was doing work out here in the cabana, and it just got me coughing. And I think that's what took me over the edge.
I put some more in there. Do you want some little piggy?
Some more smoky.
Some piggy sauce.
Sure. But there's my little thing from the trip. Yeah.
I have some lessons from my
lessons
travel.
I like it. Tell me.
I would say don't not plan. You should plan. And here's why.
There's a difference between planning and being like hyper spreadsheet planning.
Well,
Come on, man.
listen. No. Here's the reason why.
When you are already pre-selecting every gas station, every restaurant, come on, man.
Well, that's
Relax.
No. But here's the reason why to do that, okay?
Okay.
Because there were times when we went to the restaurant and it was closed. Didn't know it. Okay? So we had to. But the reason is time. Time is the unstoppable evil if you don't have enough of it. Right?
Yeah.
So if you plan it out,
And at my age, time is really important.
yeah, and if you plan it out, then you know if you have time. You know if you have time to deviate.
Oh, that is so cool.
So deviation in planning is very important,
Well, okay.
right? Allowing yourself the time to deviate is very important. You gonna do some more?
I want more smoke.
Well, I mean, your glass can only get so much.
Anyhow, I understand.
So that's the reason why I go to the extremes, because I want to leave at a reasonable hour and get to the hotel at a reasonable hour. And if you're just winging it, you're just like, fuck, I don't care, we'll just stop when we want to stop. That shit ain't gonna fly. And then you're on the road and you're like, oh, I see this cool thing on the side of the road. Oh, I don't know if I have time to do it.
Oh, you always have time.
No, you don't. Not if you get to the hotel at 3 a.m. That's not time.
Dude.
Where's my car?
What?
Dude, where's my car?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know the reference, that's fine. You're old.
Oh, that reminds me of something very funny. Discovered a new... See, this is a rabbit hole.
Okay.
Discovered a new show, and that's what reminded me of it. It's not a new show. I'm sorry, my apologies.
You discovered a show you didn't know about before.
Exactly. Because it's on BritBox.
Okay.
Don't roll your eyes.
I'm gonna.
It's called The Cleaner. The Cleaner. Very good show. You would like it.
I would like it?
Yeah.
It must not be a comedy then, because if it's British comedy...
He is the guy who goes and cleans up the murder scene.
Nice.
See?
So he's like...
you would like it.
He's like the wolf in
He's like
Pulp
the guy
Fiction.
that cleans up after Dexter.
In Pulp Fiction.
Well,
You never
Pulp
watched Pulp
Fiction.
Fiction?
No, I did see the movie because you kept on ragging on me about how I hadn't seen it.
The wolf.
Who was
The guy who drives really fast and then cleans up, like
Right,
tells them how to clean up, right?
Right. I remember that now.
I assume this house has a bunch of cleansers and shit.
Anyhow, it's a very good show, The Cleaner.
Okay.
And what turned me on to it is
Your love of all things stupid and British.
the guy who is in that, he does a show called Taskmaster.
Okay.
That one you would like too. It's where you've got 4 comedians, they're British, so...
Yeah, so I wouldn't like it, but okay. Name
Hear
one
me
British
out.
comedian that I like.
I don't know. There's a lot I'm sure you would like. I don't know them by name. I don't even know American ones by name, other than Seinfeld, Cosby, and, that's taboo these days.
But he was fucking funny.
No, he was good. He was
He
very
just
good.
liked to rape girls.
Not rape, per se. Just drug them up.
And then have sex with them.
He diddied
without
them.
their consent.
He diddied them. That's what he did.
He P. Diddy them,
He
yeah.
P. Diddy. He was the pre-P. Diddy.
Well, I'm sure there were plenty of pre-Diddy.
For thousands of years
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Oh! Another rabbit hole.
Ooh, rabbit hole. Love the rabbit hole.
I just breathed in a chip.
But it's the Cabana Hole. It's not the rabbit hole.
Sorry.
It's
Another
your own
Cabana
damn
Hole.
show. And you don't even know the name.
No, it's the Cabana Hole. Down the Cabana Hole. I was reading this interview with this archaeologist. The oldest vineyard that they have found of where it was cultivated and made into wine. Mm-hmm. Guess where that is? You won't know.
Some desert
He doesn't know
place.
because he doesn't know the Bible.
Some desert place.
Mount Ararat. And guess what? In Genesis, it records where Noah gets done, the flood's over, he builds a vineyard, makes wine, gets drunk, and passes out in his tent. And the oldest vineyard we've found is right there. Mount Ararat.
Cool.
No, it's very cool. We're talking the ark that Noah sailed.
Okay.
This is like thousands of years BC that archaeologists found, and it's not to say that it's Noah's. It doesn't mean that it's Noah's, but it is
That's what you're
fascinating.
implying. And it's fascinating. I'll give you that. It's fascinating.
Here's to fascinating. Wait! Another round!
Another Cabana Hole?
Cabana Hole. Sorry, I'm sick.
Sick of being sane.
Okay. Fascinating. What do you think of when you say the word fascinating? Spock.
Why?
Because he always said that. He would. Fascinating. So, that takes me to Star Trek.
Okay.
And here's
the fact that you don't like Discovery.
Here's the thing that's been going on for what was the episode called? Hang on, real quick, because I was looking at it earlier. I have been thinking this for a while, and I have yet to hear anybody, whether comedian or a like opinioner of politics, political commentator, talk about this, and that is the episode, season 2, Patterns of Force.
Okay.
And here's why. I've been thinking this is so much like Patterns of Force. What it is where they get to this planet because they haven't heard from this dude that was from the Federation, and the planet is like a Nazi planet.
Okay.
Well, the guy from the Federation is the president. You know, he's like the Hitler. Well, it turns out it's because he is drugged up. And I've been going, this Biden thing is just like Patterns of Force. The dude is drugged up. It's opposite. They drugged up, in Star Trek, they drugged up the guy so that he couldn't do anything, and they were using him.
Yeah.
And, of course, Kirk and McCoy and Spock, fascinating, ends up pulling him out of that drug-induced comatose state so that he could say, this is wrong, blah, blah, blah. And the guy takes his little Uzi, kills the guy. Although it's funny that I say Uzi because that's an Israeli automatic weapon. But anyhow, Biden is so much like that because he's not the one running anything. It's Obama, of course. Because he is the only president who has not left D.C. when he got done. Okay. But hold on, I'm continuing. Okay, go ahead.
I'll give you that he's still there, and he probably has some
And
influence.
everybody from his administration is in Biden's administration.
But didn't those people also come from Clinton's administration?
No. I think.
You don't know. And here's the thing. Do you really think, we're talking about conspiracy theories, do you really think that if the...
Yes!
If the people that have been running this country, the entire history of this country...
Oh, come on, ma'am.
No. Do you really think they let a black dude run things? Come on, man.
Oh, they chose him.
I know they chose him, but he's not really running things.
No, of course not.
He didn't run it when he was in there. So he's just there to soak up all the juice and get us talking about him.
Dude, I'm telling you. Anyhow. And so, my next thought is, I wouldn't be surprised because Biden finally said, okay, Trump, it's on. We're going to have a debate. Even though they had like 5 edits in a 15-second promo because the guy's lost his mind. I wouldn't be surprised when debate day comes.
Sharp as attack.
No. Not that. Because what I like is there's talk about, hey, I want a drug test. I want a drug test before we do this debate. But I don't think it's going to be an in-person debate. I think something's going to come up, and he's going to say, because of whatever that something is, we're going to have to do it televised, and it's going to be AI. It's going to be an AI Biden. How much you want to bet on that?
Well, I mean, if
$5.
No. I would take your side over the opposite side if it's televised. I mean, if they fake the moon landing, right?
I'm actually starting to think about that one.
It's not that
Oh, but here's the thing. I did, and I got to do some more research on this, because with that thing, I started to look into, can you see those landing things from a telescope? And the answer was yes, you can. But I haven't dug deeper to make sure that you really can.
Who programmed the AI to give you that answer?
I don't know.
Well, that's the point. It just says yes.
I saw a funny thing.
Anyway, better Star Trek episode. The only one I ever...
Trouble with Tribbles.
Oh.
I love that one!
Did you watch the Deep Space Nine version?
No.
Where they went back in time
really?
to change the Trouble with Tribbles? So
See, that almost makes me want to watch Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space
now.
Nine was the best.
I know, you've said that before.
Anyways.
And I've watched a few episodes.
Loser. Anyways, the best original Star Trek episode was the Mafia one, where they went to the planet.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh, yeah, a piece of the action.
A piece of the action.
Piece of the action.
That's the only episode name that I know of any TV series ever.
That was so good. That's one of the fan favorites.
Yeah.
And I just love how when Kirk is making up this card game, Spock, what are the odds? And they're incalculable. I mean, yeah. Fascinating.
Super fascinating.
I
Yeah.
love Star Trek.
No.
It's just such a great show.
It's so woke. It was woke before wokeness.
No.
First interracial kiss on TV?
Yeah.
That's woke.
No. Woke is... What is woke?
That
Woke
was
is
woke for
making
the
up
time.
something.
What is I don't even know what the damn definition of woke is. Let's find out.
How many has that been for you?
What?
Bags.
Just 2.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 3.
Being aware of and attentive to important facts and issues, especially those of racial and social justice.
Well, now look.
They were fucking woke.
No, there's a
By
difference.
definition.
There's a difference.
No, the only difference is we don't give a shit about it now. Back then, it was like,
It was very important back then.
But
Woke today is where you're making something out of nothing. Like race, like sex, like all of that shit
Just
that
saying.
nobody really cares about.
just saying.
No, they were ahead of their time, man. They were saying, look, things should be different. And I got no problem with that. But when you're saying a he can be a she, then you're just screwed up in the head.
Well, I mean, white people and black people shouldn't be kissing on TV. Just saying. That was all the talk.
Oh, it wasn't all the talk.
Oh.
Otherwise, they would have gotten a 4th season.
Well, that's why it was all the talk.
Just a little bit more. Yeah, because I don't know if this is really going to help my cold. It's not going to hurt it. Well,
Sure.
okay, it will.
You want more, Piggy?
No, that's all right. Those are just cheers
All right.
and this.
Anyways.
Oh, that was fun. That went down a lot of paths I hadn't planned on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing. I know you, there might be 2, are thinking, this is such a waste of my time.
It is.
But what's so fun with you is being out here and we always get into discussions and it goes down so many different paths.
Yes.
I love that.
Me too.
There's just different paths.
Yeah. Someday my
Wait.
grandkids are going to watch this and think that we're crazy.
That goes without saying.
Speaking of grandkids.
Oh, did Bibby get someone pregnant?
No, thankfully.
Yeah.
But he had his first, relationship
Whoa.
drama. No. He had his first relationship drama today.
Oh, okay, because I didn't want to hear the details on his first.
No. I think that hasn't happened yet. Bibby, if you're watching.
Hopefully it has not.
I don't think it has.
And there's the reason that it's good for it to have not happened.
Well, he was discussing the only 2 rules in the house today.
Never say I'm sorry.
What?
Isn't that one of the rules?
No.
You always say that.
Don't say sorry, just don't do it.
Oh, sorry.
If you know you're going to have to say sorry for something, then don't fucking do it. It's pretty
Easier
simple.
said than done.
Well, again, like, maybe it doesn't apply to stupid people, but I hope my kids aren't stupid. The other rule is, well, actually, that's a saying. That's not a rule.
Sounds to me like a rule.
No, that's like a saying to live by.
You get pretty adamant about it. That makes it a rule.
No, it's not a rule. The only two rules.
I saw you hitting BB with a stick
Yeah,
once.
I hope so. What did you
No,
do?
go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
No felonies,
No, yeah.
right?
And no babies.
And no babies until you start your career. It used to be no babies until you're done with college, but
It should be no
College
babies
sucks.
until you're married because kids need that.
well, until you start your career. Like, I agree with you. It should be married.
Ideally. Let's put it that way.
But-
Ideally.
Definitely not until you start your career.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to be having no 18-year-old babies up in this house.
Oh, shit, no. I will take some scissors over there. No,
Have
my
some.
tin snips.
Tin
just to
snips.
make sure.
Just a little snip.
So, along the line of babies, what about that Kansas City Chiefs kicker dude that everybody's flipping out about when he's a Catholic
Yeah.
talking to a Catholic graduating class, so they are Catholics, and he says nothing wrong, he says nothing bad, but everybody's saying he said this, he
I
said
didn't
that.
actually listen to it because I could give two shits.
Yeah, there's that too.
But it was my understanding of the situation
Oh.
is that it was perceived as him saying the best thing you'll ever do is be a mother and a husband.
And this goes right to my point. This is what is so fascinating about our lying news media. They like to say that someone said this, and then when you really look at it, you realize,
I don't know
oh,
what
they
he
never
actually
said that.
Now I did.
No, I heard the whole quote. I heard the whole quote, and it was, because he said how, okay, I have to paraphrase, because I don't have it memorized, but it was basically saying, look, you've graduated, and this is great. You're going to go on to great careers and stuff like that. But I imagine that for a lot of you, you're also looking forward to being a mother, being a wife. And that's great, because the lie of the world says that you cannot be fulfilled in that, but you can.
Yeah, the older I get, the more I like that.
He never said you can't have a career and you can't have a fulfilled life without a child and without a husband. He never said that.
Yeah.
But let's face it, percentage-wise, especially at a Catholic college, that's what a lot of women look forward to.
Well, I mean, it was.
That's what I looked forward to, was having a wife and having a child.
Yeah. Me too. I wanted a kid since I was 15. Well, I almost
I
had
didn't
one.
want kids at 15.
Well, I almost had one. Like, I was super close on the hairy sliver edge. But I always knew I wanted children.
Why did you have to use the word hairy?
Well, I mean,
I just created an image in my mind that I don't want.
I didn't have the best grooming habits as a 15-year-old. So now you can live on that.
Okay.
But it wasn't until recently where women went to college to find a husband. They didn't even care if they graduated half the time. They just went to find a husband. Right? So, now, I did read a good rebuttal to the... No.
I'm listening. I didn't say
You
anything.
shook your head.
I shook my head, but
and you had this, like, glare, like, what the fuck are you talking about? You totally had that glare, like, shut the fuck up. Anyways.
It was not shut the fuck up. It was not.
It was Dana for shut the fuck up. Anyways, the rebuttal was from a woman, of course. And it was, but whose experience in life was handed down to her from her grandmother, who did that and got screwed by her husband.
Oh.
So let me finish. Let me finish my
That's the story
part.
of 1,000 generations.
That's right. So then that grandmother was like, oh, you have to be prepared to take care of yourself, you blah, 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 blah. So, while that is true, Like, I'm not discounting that in any way. But my rebuttal to that would be, don't pick a bullshit dude.
Here's to don't pick a bullshit dude.
Don't pick a bullshit dude. When you pick a bullshit dude and you're not super confident in who he is as a man and as a person, you're going to get screwed. Don't pick a bullshit dude. And there's too many bullshit dudes.
And don't pick a trophy wife.
Well, there's that.
No, however, I did. She's very trophy.
Atrophied?
Trophy.
Atrophied?
Trophy. Meaning she is just a beautiful vision. No, here's the thing. I totally agree with that.
Don't pick a bullshit dude.
Yeah, because we do it quite naturally as it is, but I do believe that is what a wife helps a husband do, is not be such a jerk and a bullshitter.
Yeah. But
I mean, except when they're in the cabana.
well, there's that.
Then they're the bullshitter.
But, like, you know, if you're picking a dude who has kind of lacks moral character, right?
Yeah, get ready for it.
Get ready for it.
Yeah.
And, you know, just saying. And when you find a good dude, you need to behave like a wife should. I said it. I said it. I said it. You can talk shit in the comments. It's true, right? Like,
no, okay, here's the thing.
like you can have this attitude of, oh, well, I need to prepare myself and I need to be this. But when you spend your whole life preparing yourself to be screwed,
Oh, well, yeah.
right? And ready at any time to be left.
Right.
Right? Then you're guarding yourself. You're not getting the fulfillment of a good quality relationship. And if you find a good dude, you're ruining it. Like, it's not going to be as good as it could be. It's not going to be as good as it could be.
You got to trust that.
When you find a good dude, you got to, you know, like, act normal.
Well, and see, that's the thing, is both men and women have to drop the guard and basically be prepared to get screwed, in the sense that, you know, I want to seek the better of my wife, and if she seeks the better of me, there's a risk in that. Because if I seek the better of my wife and she's a bitch, well, then that's going to create problems. If she seeks the better in me and I'm an asshole, then that creates a problem.
But that's why you have to pick somebody.
Yeah.
Like, the biggest key to marital happiness is picking the right person.
However,
there's no how, like, that's the key.
dude, I'm about to give you the however.
Okay, however.
There was a church we used to go to a long time ago.
Okay.
And Peavy was his name.
PV?
Indian dude.
Okay. Like, Indian? Which Indian?
Real Indian.
Like,
none of this Native American stuff.
Okay.
I'm talking
India.
Real Indian.
India.
Indian. From India.
Okay, India.
He and his wife, it was an arranged marriage.
Okay.
They became believers.
Okay.
And they are deeply in love. Well, at last I saw them, that was years ago.
Sure.
But the point is, you can build something out of even something that wasn't there. There was no spark because the families arranged this marriage.
But I wasn't talking about, like, you have to pick.
No, but that's my point. They didn't get to pick.
Well, but
because
somebody
they were
picked.
both.
But somebody picked.
Yeah.
That's my point, right? Like,
trust me,
the
if anybody had been picking for my wife, it would not have been me.
I agree. So in your case, it
Wait
wouldn't
a
work.
minute.
Well, I mean, at the time, like, you, like, come on.
Yeah, that's true. I had
Right,
hair
at
and
the
a
time.
mustache.
At the
yeah,
time.
I can't
But my
be trusted.
point is now, if you're doing the arranged marriage as it should be done, right? You're not caring necessarily about social status or blah, blah, whatever, right? Like, there are ways to skew that and screw two people, right?
Sure.
But if you're doing it like a matchmaker would do it, right?
True.
Because arranged marriage is nothing more than matchmaking. And there are people who are good matchmakers.
Did you ever see Mrs. Damn it.
Doubtfire?
No! No. The Marvelous
Mrs. Mavel? No, I didn't. But
it's really good.
I believe you.
You should watch it.
I believe you. So my point
I just thought of it because her mom was arranging marriages.
My point is what they do is they look at the characteristics of the dude. They look at the characteristics.
No, they're looking at the bank account.
Well, that's when you do it wrong. But ideally, so this Mr. Peavy guy, right?
Yeah.
Whether it happened on purpose or by accident, those two people, could have picked each other.
Well, could have, but my point is I believe you can even take a mismatch and make it a match. I really believe that. I really do.
What do you mean by take a mismatch?
A mismatch in the sense that they would not have naturally picked each other. But...
Based on what criteria?
I like football, she likes soccer.
Well, that's a stupid criteria. I mean,
No,
if
I'm
you're using stupid criteria, sure.
I'm just giving a quick, off-the-drunken-cuff answer.
Well, that's a stupid answer.
I don't disagree with that.
My point is,
I believe that anything bad can be built into something good.
I disbelieve.
You disbelieve?
Anything bad? Anything bad.
Okay.
Anything. You said anything. Words matter. So you said anything.
Okay. Most things bad. When we're talking about relationships.
Not bad. I disbelieve that. Not bad. Things that you wouldn't assume would go together.
Okay, there you go.
Can come together under the right circumstances and under the right mindset.
There you go.
Under the right mindset and under the right circumstances, things that wouldn't...
Mine got fuller.
Mine did, for sure.
Well, it's like magic.
It's like whistling Dixie.
Biggie.
So, anyways... On that note, we should close this because we have to talk about
certain things, you know.
Certain very important Ocho things. ESPN the Ocho.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, we hope this was entertaining for the one of you who made it to the end. Sorry for the other two who fell off when the conversation was bad. But we ended on a high note.
Yes.
What did we learn tonight? We learned that
don't lock the rental car.
Well, don't lock the rental car. There are several travel ideas that you should utilize when you're traveling. So we learned that. We learned that Tuskegee was not good. And we learned that...
we didn't even talk about it on what it is. We're out of time.
We're out of time. You can look it up on the internet.
Yeah. It never lies.
And we learned that, two people who maybe we wouldn't assume would work well together can work together under the right mindset.
Like us!
Like us!
Oh!
Yes! We would have never been friends when I was young.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Oh, wait,
but
it's not Friday. Happy...
Oh, wait. It's down the Cabana Hole.
Down the Cabana
Happy Thursday.
Yes.
This will come out on Thursday, so happy Thursday to you watching this. If you're watching this on Thursday, it's the internet, so you could watch it on a
Tuesday.
Sunday evening.
Next week.
Yeah.
After Memorial Day.
Ooh. I'll be in
Happy Memorial Day!
Yeah, Spokane, tell me nothing.
Cheers.
Cheers.